Juvenis. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Juvenis TV. Keep watching, subscribe everywhere. Just get online, get on the TV. That's the TV. If you're not on the TV, my brother, you're not there anywhere. Let me tell you, that's so just be.
Ordinarily, I won't speak about this because I have no business with APC. Ordinarily. But why it concerns me and why I should speak about it is because it's most unfortunate. The Governors Forum is now a toothless bulldog. They can only bark, but they cannot bite. They can only bark, but they cannot bite. It's unfortunate. And I belong to such a forum that will bark and cannot bite. It's most unfortunate. Why? From day one, since 2015, since APC took over governance, and as I'm heading the leadership of Governors Forum, everything died. Governors Forum is no longer the Governors Forum we used to have. All of us know in this country, right from the time, till 1999, that civilians took democracy. Governors Forum used to be a very powerful forum. That when they speak in the country, you know that, first of all, we are symbols of our states as governors. I represent River State. So if I'm speaking, River State is speaking. If Obuzodinma is speaking, for example, Imo State is speaking. If IME is speaking, English State is speaking. So also, if El-Rufai is speaking, Kaduna State is speaking. But since 2015, that APC took over the realms of affairs of this government, of this country, they killed Governors Forum. It became, whatever discussion is, told us what to be the interest of the ruling party. But that was not the position before 2015. Take for example, you remember in one of the rerun elections in this state, I woke up in the morning, I came down, I didn't see my security aids. I asked, they said the former IG, what's the name of the former IG before this one came? Idris had withdrawn all my security aids. It's supposed to be a chief security officer of the state. His security aids were withdrawn, exposing him to danger. The Governors Forum didn't say anything. You know why? The chairman of the Governors Forum, who was the governor of Zamfara, Yari, is a member of APC. And so, withdrawing my aid to them, they believe that that will cripple me politically not to be active in order to win the rescheduled election that time. So, in as much as it was for the interest of APC to win that rescheduled election in River State, the chairman of Governors Forum could not speak out. How can you withdraw a governor's security aid? In essence, you want the governor to be killed? That's the point. You see where we started having problems. And I told them, what you have started, by the time they will capture all of you, and we have not captured them, they are not like beggars forum. Even when there is constitutional infraction, where you see that the constitution has been violated, they beg. They beg. There is nothing we don't beg now. There's nothing. Governors are like, even Look at the infectious bill that they talked about at the House of Reps. What happened? What happened? Don't we control are we not supposed to have a relationship with members of our National Assembly, House of Reps, and Senate? And if such controversial issue, and the government has said, no, withdraw. And they said, to hell with who are you? Why? Because nobody seems to respect the governor forum again. Because we have given ourselves out. Just imagine, like I said, I don't need to have spoken about it. Obaseki is a member of APC. I campaigned against Obaseki in 2016. But the point is that it has nothing to do with Obaseki now. It is that I was talking about, the governor forum. How can you say a sitting governor is being disqualified because the certificates are defective? A sitting governor presented by the national chairman of APC when he was the governor. I was watching a video last night when Oshomole, as then governor, was campaigning for Obaseki. He said, in the name of God, who understands, who sees, who knows what is in the mind of every man, that Obaseki is from one of the most reputable families in Benin. That Obaseki went to the premier university in Nigeria and graduated flying colors. That Obaseki went to the US and came back with a master's degree. And when he came, he started creating drugs. That Obaseki came to help him do those things he didn't have. I watched him yesterday. He mentioned this road, Obaseki is involved. This school, Obaseki is involved. The other school, Obaseki is involved. The same man now comes to say no. The man's certificate is defective. Has he apologized to Nigerians, to Edo people? How fraudulently he now presented a man who had defective certificate. A man who went to a Nigerian premier university. And the university came out to say, look, this is our product. So for me, it's not party. And I feel angry when I watch the APC governors who say they're progressive governors. No wonder their national chairman is also a progressive. So you can see how progressives behave. You can now see it now. Oshomole is a progressive. APC governors are progressives. This is what you get from the so-called progressives. To disqualify a sitting governor that has a defective certificate. In any case, let's ask ourselves a question. Who is this person who is saying that a sitting governor, a man who attended Nigerian Premier University, has a defective certificate? Who is this person? A man who does not have certificate is saying that my own is defective. After me I have is defective. You don't have. You see how the country is? I mean, look, I'm not interested. You see, it's to tell Nigeria APC, they say one thing, they do a different thing. And that's why I told Oshomole, Practice what you preach. Practice what you preach. But APC governors up till now cannot come out to say we can't take this. We can't take this. You cannot. Look, it's not that you disqualified an aspirant. He's a sitting governor. His integrity has come to question. His integrity has come to question. But do you know what someone can do that? You know why I have the impunity? If not, tell me where any party in this world, tell me, would disqualify a sitting governor. You know why I can do that? That is the impunity APC has, that the way they unleash terror on Rivers people in 2019, they will also unleash that terror on Edo people in September, using security agencies. If that impunity is not there, there is no way any right-thinking person will ever contemplate, not only contemplating, implementing to disqualify a sitting governor. If this impunity, if not what the hatchet have, but what is it? We are in control of the government. We have the army. We have the police. We have INEC. So what? We can disqualify him and then unleash terror. Bring the soldiers. Bring the police. Arrest every PDP person. INEC, come on. Announce the results. Nothing will happen. But they forget. You did it yesterday, you may have succeeded. You may do it today, you will succeed. But you don't know whether you will succeed tomorrow. Look at what is going on in the United States. Who knows? Who knew ever that the death of George Floyd would change a lot of things in the United States? The death of a black man. Look at the crisis. Is it the first time the whites are killing the black people? Is it the first time? It's not the first time. But look at this one. See what's happening. So, nobody should think that yesterday will be the same today and will also be the same tomorrow. No. No. It doesn't happen that way. So this impunity APC has to disqualify a sitting governor because they have the army, they have the police, they have INEC, they can unleash it on them, on Edo people. They tried in Rivers State. The God of Rivers State, who gave us the will to say no. And I hope Edo people will also say no. To say no, we can't allow this. It's an insult, it's an affront on us. Nobody has ever done that. And you know, I heard that even a commissioner was the chairman of the screening panel. A commissioner from Nassau was screened the sitting governor. I mean, I've never seen anything like this in my life. A commissioner screening a sitting governor and recommending the disqualification of the sitting governor. It's like his boss, his governor. The thing, you know how this works, this contest is and when I said, oh, I'm fighting government, I'm not. There are things some of us we can't take. Obviously, we can't take it. We can't. I mean, by the grace of God, some people who are born today, they are dead. They never know they will die. They never cause their death. Parents suffer. Parents, children, they do graduation, they die. And God has helped you to this stage in your life. For you to even be a governor of a state. And then you are afraid to speak up. To say, no, this is wrong. Because when you ask them, they say, look, they will come after us. Who will come after you? the system. Whose system? Whose system? They say, oh boy, you don't understand. Yes, you will come after me, yes. I should say, if you die today, do you die early? What about those that were born the same day they died? Were you holier than them? Are you saying that God does not know anything? That He has kept you to pass through these hurdles, to even get to where you are as a governor. And you will not be able to say, this is wrong. For Christ's sake, for crying out loud, this is wrong. And then I heard the APC governor said at their meeting to go and talk to some people. Governors begging. They say, if you don't support the national government, you will not go second term. I'm a sitting governor. I'm a sitting governor. You disqualify me. You. I'm in charge of my state. Since you said that you disqualify, let me see how you win that election. Establish the governor who does not know what to do. So, I'm not, like I said, I'm not speaking for Obaseki. No. I'm speaking for the injustice that the Governors Forum have lost focus. They have been captured. It was never like this before, since 1999. Governors Forum used to be a formidable forum. That said, we will not accept this. And nothing. Because we're in charge of our states, or we ought to be in charge of our states. But since APC took over, Governors Forum became toothless bulldog, backing. They cannot bite. We have now turned to a beggars forum. They are not begging to rescue a sitting governor. Can that be heard anywhere? They are not begging. You can't even issue a statement by the so-called progressive governors. Progressive. Like their chairman is also progressive. You know, when they meet us, we progressives, we have seen how progressive people are now. You can see how you can define progressive. National Chairman of APC is a progressive. So the Governors Forum, progressive. And then they disqualified their governors for that. I mean, they are defect. All the candidates are defective. Defective. And then you are sitting on that seat. You've not come to apologize to River, to Edo people, to Nigerians, and you are happy in impunity, saying it on national television. Have you seen where they submit a panel report on live coverage? Have you seen where they submit live report on live coverage? And don't you know that something is going on? Or something was going on? Don't you know? So, these are the things I tell you that's happening that some of us, we cannot take it. I'm not for Obaseki, he's a member of APC. But, as a governor, I feel concerned that was why I raised a alarm. But look, the way you people are going, Governors Forum is not a political party forum. Governors Forum is for 33 states governors to meet as peer groups and see what we can do and make sure that we promote governance. There's no problem. So that is what happened. And yes, he came to see me yesterday. Of course, we are council governors. We have a right to meet and discuss issues and seek opinions and compare notes. And so there's nothing wrong that he came to see me. And yes, it's not on denial. Why would we talk politics? Politics is part of what we talk to. We're in a political period. So we discuss politics. I know you want to ask me, is he coming to PDP? If he says he comes to PDP, I will be very happy. he says today that he wants to come to, well, why not? It's not a disadvantage to us that the governor is coming. I will be happy if he says he wants to come. But another thing you will say, oh, will he give me a ticket? That one I have no role. That one has to do with the Edo State Party and him. You see, people must understand this. Because whether I like it or not, Edo State Party has a role to play. The PDP Edo State has a role to play. You cannot undermine them. Assuming the man says he wants to come into PDP to run. He has not said so in the public. From what I read today, said his meeting with Buhari will determine where he will go next. So that is it. So that he came yesterday, people should not see, oh, he has come and that we have agreed, endorsement. No, there's nothing like that. But we discuss. I mean, if your brother has a problem, you have to talk with him. You have to ask him, how are you doing? If you ask me, what am I happy? The way he was disqualified, why should I be happy? On what basis should I be happy that he was disqualified? On what basis? It has nothing to do with party. If it happens to any other governor, in fact, assuming my party disqualifies a sitting governor, you know there will be fire everywhere. You know I will lead it. This can't happen. It will not happen. So, please, gentlemen, I thank you for coming, but that what is going on in this country now, particularly the way the states are treated, the way the governors are treated, as if it don't matter. I've told everybody who cares to know, I'm in charge of my state. I'm in charge of my state. Forget anybody who can be in Abuja to say whatever he wants to say. You have the freedom of speech. In fact, you know today kidnappers even give you ultimatum. Kidnappers now, you can imagine NDC hiring kidnappers to be in charge of their palliatives. People who kidnap, who we know, kidnap prominent river source wives. And then we now hiding under amnesty. We open their mouth now to give government ultimatum. That is where we have got into. That's what we've got into. That's the level where the contract goes on. Kidnappers. None was who are now hiding under amnesty program. Every day now speak on behalf of communities, on behalf of states, on behalf of agencies of government. Such a shameful thing. Such a shameful thing. So, I have said it here. Obaseki is from Niger Delta. Obaseki is a Sasa. In fact, Obaseki is married from River State. So why should I not be paid? He was disqualified by somebody who does not have a certificate. What an irony. What kind of... Look, after I suffered, I went to university, Premier University. I read. I had somebody who was working in Kaduna came to disqualify me. I mean, it's so terrible. It's so terrible. And this thing was done. Can you take risk of disqualifying a sitting governor? If not this impunity that we have army and the rest. That is all. If not, who told you that National Party Chairman of APC could have that immunity, audacity, to disqualify a sitting governor and go free? Because what they have at the back of their mind, we use the army, we use police, and we use ANEC. Nothing will happen. But they should know and take the experience of what's happening in the United States today, which has never happened. In fact, it made me to read the speech of Martin Luther King Jr. What he said, I've seen the promised land, but I may not. Yeah, I've been to the mountain. I don't know what tomorrow will be. But I do know. All of us, all of you here, will stand and defend and say injustice is not acceptable. As if he knew the next day he was assassinated. But it doesn't matter. He had paid the price. He had paid the price. Today, ordinary judge, Floyd, whom was seen as not a bouncer. It's what's happening in the world now, not only in the United States. The killing of George Floyd. Ordinary bouncer. Right? So what's happening in the United States? So those who think they used army yesterday, they used police yesterday, they used INEC yesterday, they continue to use it. One day, the reaction they will see will be unbelievable. It will be unbelievable. They will never believe that people can react that way. So nobody should take things for granted. Yesterday you came out with troops, Nigerians ran away. We agree. Today you came out with troops, Nigerians ran away. You agree. Tomorrow you may come out with troops, Nigerians will say, no more. The time has come for all of us to die for the sake of our country, for the sake of this state. So APC should not think that it will be easy, that they will just use security to manipulate this 2020 September election in Edo. No, it will not be so. It will not be so at all. It will not be so. It will not be so. Everybody will be involved. Edo people will be involved. Edo people will be involved and say, you cannot eat your cake and have it back. Enough is enough.
I see matter, sister matter. She don't carry the matter. The smart, now the matter we they try to judge. Guy, Chinedu thief principal cap. Him papa just like the cap, nah. Then he wear and come PTA meeting. Now the matter we they try to judge. My landlord sack gate man. We tell him, oh boy, come and pack all your load. Gate man carry landlord first son. Now the matter we they try to judge. Pastor give offering of 5,000. Treasurer now don't give her account. Say total offering is 2,000. Oh boy, now the matter we they try to judge. This guy saying pay police for bail, but the guy no get receipt. Police them don't arrest them again. Now the matter we they try to judge. Oh boy, see matter. A very big matter. Attire for the matter. Now the matter we they try to judge. Matter. Water don't pass Gary. Gary. Now the matter we they try to judge. Matter. Now the matter we they try to judge. Side chick carry Oga ATM card. He go do shopping for the man wife boutique. Madam they ask for the owner of the car. Now the matter we they try to judge. Chinedu come borrow my shoe. Use am go dance the shoe mole. Now the yeye boy don't scatter my shoe. Now the matter we they try to judge. My neighbor order for Olosho. The yeye man just balance for hotel. Then his wife arrive as the client. Now the matter we they try to judge. Hey, I be no troll landlord picking up. He no come see where the pikin he call lando. He be like landlord pikin don't buy. Hey, now the matter we they try to judge. Oh boy, see matter. A very big matter. Oh boy, I tire for the matter. Now the matter we they try to judge. Matter. Water don't pass Gary. Gary. Now the matter we they try to judge. Be smart.
We thank you for commenting on our videos. Please keep commenting. If you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so for regular updates. Keep watching Juvenis and keep buying Juvenis.
Juvenis is published bi-monthly by Peanuts Communications Limited. For enquiries, event coverage or advert placement, Call 0803 360 8271, 0805 787 1199, 0702 811 3638, or 0808 152 4499, or visit www.juvenis.bunux.net. Juvenis Magazine, inspiring the young at heart.